Yo ho and welcome back to yet another review of Sangatsu no Lion Season 2, episode number 3, or episode 25 in total, if we go with the episode count from the first season as well, but this doesn't really matter because this episode, with the first half being the comedy and the second half being the what this show is able to pull off the best, the drama. The gripping drama, the uneasiness that I feel for the characters, the pity, the sympathy, and all those ugly things that can happen in life. From losing the parents to being bullied, being alone, feeling lonely even though you are surrounded by people, and to the point of another character who is a lovely character, a very lovely character, going through bullying. And this is what this episode is really what sets this apart from the previous one, where most of the time we had the comedy, the lightheartedness. But finally, we are back to the wonderful personal drama. And what can I say? It was fantastic. And seeing Rei going through the comedy for the first half of the episode with Nikaido about that shogi match and all this type of stuff, talking about trying to keep it down, and Nikaido being kind of the arrogant guy who talks in front of others about winning a title and being on a TV show and stuff like this. But once we move over to the drama, to be honest, the second half of this episode I really felt that it was so much shorter than the first half, because the drama, the serious business, it took me, grabbed me, pulled me in, and then at the end of it, it was spitting me out after chewing me like a gum or something like this. I don't know. It's just like that. This show is incredible strong when it comes to the actual drama, because shogi is just one of the means. For this show you can replace it by any kind of sport or whatever. You could use it as music, you could use sports, whatever. This doesn't matter. This is just a part of the story. You can replace it by anything. It's this. But when it comes to the personal drama, this is something that you can't just take this out. Otherwise, this entire construct of this show, story, and the characters, it would simply collapse. If you remove the drama, the depression that Rei is feeling, the feelings of being alone even though he was taken in by his late father's friend, but being not wanted there by the two kids, by Dogo and her brother. And even though he tried to not worry the foster mother well, he still did. He tried to keep everything in. He tried to help out at home so that he's not that much of a burden, but, well, he was a kid. It would be normal for a kid to not wanting to help out, but he did it without asking any question, without being like, or not wanting to. He just did it, and this in itself is strange. It's strange for a kid, so it's not a surprise that he was called a robot by the other kids, and that he fled the scene whenever he would be out of place there. Lunch break, he left the classroom because it would be strange for a kid to be alone there. Or when the others were doing something, he would read a book because it was strange if he would join them because he didn't have any friends. He was alone. He was surrounded by people, but he was just lonely. And this is something that is really, really hard. But the way they are using it, the way they are showing it, not just having him saying this, well, I was surrounded by people, but I was lonely, but they are showing it through flashbacks. He is making connections now. He has people who are cheering on him, who are liking him for who he is. Not because he's a shogi player or professional, but for who he is. They are really liking him as a good friend. Or the three sisters, Rei is like a family member to him, and this is something that he knows, and he's more hanging out with them. He's still kinda in the darkness, but these three sisters, they are his light. They are people he wants to help as well, and when he goes to them, he often brings some stuff with, or when he gets something, he brings it to them because he knows that they don't have that much as well. So this is one way, but he's also helping them with just being there. And I think this is something that he has yet to realize. But seeing him growing up as a character, it's fantastic. And it's not just the struggling with shogi where he is learning and learning and learning and trying to become better, but he is in a slump. He doesn't even don't know what to do, where to go. What he has is, well, shogi, so he's clinging on it, but he needs something more. This is not enough for him. But moving on to Hina, who was kind of off mood when we saw her not finishing her dinner, being quiet, not saying anything. And when her sister asked her if everything is okay, if something is bothering her, she said, well, it's nothing, and then she went to take a bath, and she was in that mood as well. But when that evening Rei came and for dinner, Hina wasn't there yet, and when she came, she was standing there, not saying anything, and yeah, we saw her. She was going home in her slippers and having dirt on her socks and crying, and We saw the bullying of Rei, so yeah, she's going through bullying right now, and let me tell you, this is something ugly. This is something that is... It's like living a life in hell. It's terrible. It can break people. And it takes a long time to recover. Sometimes, well, they are not able, and sometimes it's putting them into a state of depression, and well, yeah, sometimes it's for them the only way out is... Yeah, you should know what I want to say, right? So I leave it at that. But yeah, a wonderful, wonderful episode, and I can't wait to see the next one. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope I will see you guys next time as well. See ya!